What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the Out of Sync Gaming Podcast, the show where we talk about the games we want to whenever they came out, because that is what we're playing. We'll talk old stuff, we'll talk new stuff, we'll talk everything in between. I am your host, Wicked Gamer UK Allen, but on this episode, you can call me refreshed because I had a great holiday season and I am back and ready to talk video games in 2026. And as always, I am joined by the most amazing co-host in the world, Mike Maldi, aka the man who can predict what's going to happen in gaming in 2026 with 100% accuracy. How you doing, Mike?
Oh my God, don't say that.
Am
I like
on.
Nate the Hate or whoever predicts things and whatnot?
Man, he is. I would love for him to say who his contacts are, because he's so mysterious. Like, he has, I don't even think anybody's seen his face, but he just nails it every time. He's so good.
Well, yes, we have some predictions for y'all today.
Mm-hmm.
One of my predictions is more of a wish, but it doesn't matter. I can predict whatever the heck I want to.
I say it's our show, and whatever you want to call it, a wish, a prediction, or whatever it is, it's a prediction today, so fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
Bring it.
Do you like my new hats?
I do. I love your new hat. Is that a gift from Christmas?
It's a Christmas gift. I got two hats. I got this one and I got a Link one, and I wasn't sure which one I was going to wear today because they were both relevant in some of my predictions.
Okay, nice.
But this is the one that this is the prediction that I think is may not happen, but it's like a wish.
What, that Charizard is going to become the new Prince of the World?
Prince of Persia, yeah.
Yeah. Charizard's gonna make an appearance in the new Prince of Persia remake. Prediction done. Get it. That's the best.
Print. Thanks for watching. Play what you want to. Bye.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a great hat.
For you listeners out there, I'm wearing a Pokemon Charizard hat. It's cool. I like it. It's fine.
Nice.
It's not my favorite Pokemon, but it's probably the best looking hat that they have available.
Definitely check it out on the video because it's a pretty sweet looking hat. And you also got a Zelda hat as well.
Mm-hmm. Very similar but different colors. Of course, it's green.
Cool.
It's Zelda.
Those are good, man. Really nice. Yeah. Good gifts. Good gifts. And did you pick up any other video game stuff?
I didn't do any video game shopping for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
What did I? No, there was some things that were on sale, but then every time I do that, they always become on sale again later, and I'm like, oh, I could have waited or could have got a better deal. So I'm gonna probably pick up Hades 2, and like I said, is one of what I need to play in 2026. I'm probably going to download Clear Obscure on my laptop and give that a go.
Yes,
I've just heard people are like listening just to the soundtrack on their like iPhones, and
it's really good,
enjoying it. They're not even playing the game. So I feel like, okay, this is something I don't want to miss this moment, even though I missed a little bit of it. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing about video games. It's like whenever you get there is when you get there, right? And that's the trying to sustain the hype train and play all the new stuff when it comes out. I feel like it's just, unless you have a team of 30 people on a channel like this, it's impossible to keep up with it all. So yeah, I think get to it when you can. I think it's going to be, you're going to love it.
Play what you want to, when you want to.
Whenever it came out. It's almost as if we designed the podcast to be that way, Mike. Yeah, interesting. I picked up a few things in the sale. I
see something in the background there.
Oh, this right there?
Yeah. Is that a Nintendo
one of my
camera?
Gifts was the Nintendo camera for the Switch 2. I haven't had a chance to try it out yet, but I've got it set up, so I'm looking forward to. We've got some ideas for how to use that coming up for future gaming. I picked up. So I said last year that on our list of our games of the year 2025. If you haven't watched it, go check it out, listeners. Really great episode. One of our categories was games that I didn't play this year that I wanted to, but I promise I'll play it next year, or something like that. And mine was Final Fantasy VI. They had a sale on it, so I picked it up. I've got it ready to launch for the Switch.
Okay,
for Switch
great.
And Switch 2, which is going to be good. I also picked up a handful of other things that I've already played through one of them. And beat it, and a couple more but I'll talk about it at later episodes because I want to get through all of them, and then we can talk about all those games. But yeah, lots of good gaming was had over the holiday season. I hope you listeners had a great time to be able to sit down and plow through some games, and you had a great start to 2026. But we are here to kick off 2026 with our first episode of the year, talking about our predictions for what we think is going to the shakedown that's going to happen in the gaming industry
Ooh.
throughout the year. We've got some safe ones, we've got some possible ones, and we've got some crazy ones. We're just gonna have a good time thinking about all the stuff that might come down the line in 2026.
Mhm.
So just before we get into it, Mike, I do want to talk about one thing I did that's kind of video
Ooh,
game
yes, do
adjacent.
tell.
One of the gifts that we got was a experience that's called Lander 23, and it's an immersive interactive
Land.
video game experience by a theater company that's called Punch Drunk, and they do like big large scale like immersive theater play experiences where
But
you're
it's a
like,
game?
well, this is what they called it. So this one's called Lander 23, and it takes place at this big warehouse down in South London.
Mm.
And effectively, you go as a team of four, right? And two of you're this squad. You're landing on an alien planet because you need to
Ooh.
go mine a resource. That's the kind of conceit of what the game is that you're trying to play. And I'm going to try to explain it, but I'll do my best. It's going to get a little bit convoluted, but I just thought it was a fun thing that we got to
I'm
do,
already
so I just wanted to
confused.
share it. So yeah, you go with a team of four. It's a live theater experience. So they've set up this whole like world at this warehouse, and you are this team of researchers that are landing on an alien planet, and you have to work together to mine the resources that are there for the planet that you need to take back to your home. That's kind of the thing.
Mhm.
However, they when you get to the planet, there are bad guys or aliens that are going to try and stop you from getting the resources that you can. Right. So that's the kind of challenge. And how it works is two of you will sit in what's called the driver's seat. And that's basically looking at like this huge terminal that's got like a screen. It's got all these buttons and knobs that you have to work with.
So, is it a video game?
No, that's what they called it. And that's what I was going to get to. Right. So I
Mm.
think they've kind of missold it a little bit. They called it a live video game interactive experience.
Like live action Disney movie.
No, that's overselling it. The only thing that was video game about it was when you sit at the terminal that I was just talking about as a driver, is you've got a screen, you've got a few buttons that you've got to click, and then you've got to like time your pressing of the buttons with your partner at the same time because you're both driving the terminal, two of you.
Okay.
So that's kind of the only video game part. So yeah, two of you sit at the terminal while the other two go out to the field, and that's where they have to go mine that resource. But what the cool part was, which I thought was quite a lot of fun, is you've got a little monitor, and the two teammates that are out in the field show up as two little white dots on the map, right? And they've got the map of what's in the warehouse bit where you're trying to run around. So all the different rooms and stuff, and it's from a bird's eye view.
Okay.
And the drivers who are sat at the terminal have to say to the team that's in the field to say, okay, you need to go forward. You need to turn right through this old abandoned library, turn left and get to that corner over there because that's where one of the resources is. So you're guiding them to try and find this resource. The resource isn't like visible. It's like invisible when they explain it all. And so once the team is there on the map, it knows, and then you can mine that resource by pushing a series of buttons or whatever. And the goal then is to then say, okay, so they got that bit of resource. Now they need to go to another part of the map, and you have to guide them to get to the other part of the map and mine that resource, and that's how you get points. However, as they're running through the maze-like structure in the field, those bad guys, those aliens, have flashlights and torches or whatever, and if they catch them, they lose a life and they lose that resource. So you can also see on your map when there's a bad guy coming, and you have to let them know. You have to be like, "Oh gosh,
But
there's a bad
wait,
guy coming. Go
is
the
this
other
like
way."
in real life?
It's in real
Like,
life.
are there
Yeah.
real bad guys coming? Like
Yep.
people?
Yep. Those
Persons?
the real bad guys. The
Are
people
you
are
in
real.
VR? I don't
Nope.
understand what's happening. It sounds like an escape room. This sounds like an escape room.
It's yes, it's like an escape room, but it's asynchronous. So two of you are in one room guiding people through this
Okay.
maze-like structure, and
How
then the other
big is
two are out
it?
there. It's huge. It's massive.
Okay,
It's
okay.
a
Now
really
I
big
kind of
warehouse
understand
space.
what's happening because here I
Yeah.
am like, so you're just like guiding things, and they're just like, I was confused. I thought they were playing video. They were guiding themselves like in digital form or something. But
No.
no, okay, I get it.
Yeah, so yes, that's why the video game part I thought was a little bit of a stretch. So it wasn't really video gamey, but at the end of the day, it was a really cool experience, and
Would
it
you
was
do it
definitely.
again?
I Do you know what's interesting is so that was our first time to do it. I went with Richard and my sister-in-law and my
There's people
niece.
who are crazy and go like every week.
100%. So, like, there were people who knew exactly how to, like, talk to each other and, like, knew how to work the system, because then at the end of it all, there's, like, 18 teams doing it at one time. So there's, like,
This place is
loads of
huge.
this is huge, yeah. So there's, like, loads of people trying to be navigated by their drivers in the warehouse space, and you're, like, having to dodge people and get past people and, like, hide and all that stuff while those 2 groups are running around. Um,
Dashing
and
around.
dashing around. And every bit of resource that you collect is points, and at the end, when you finish, you go see on a scoreboard, team 4 had the most points, 5 or whatever. So you can kind of win the game, if you will. You don't get anything if you're the number 1 except that the pride of it. But there were definitely people there who had, like, who had done this before, and they had made, like, jackets and iron-on badges that were all about the world of Lander 23 and all that kind of stuff. They were having a good they were living their best
Well,
life.
good for
Um,
them. Not my
so
cup of tea, though. I
I
mean, I
don't
would love
know,
to do
like,
it. Would you
it's
recommend people do this?
I think if you do it, go with 4 people, like,
Okay.
that go with 4, because if you don't go with a group of 4, you'll get paired up with randos, and so you might
Mm.
be, like, you might not necessarily enjoy it as much.
Randos are only fun in one kind of way. So
That's for another podcast.
I'm talking
Um,
about like League of Legends.
oh, League of Legends, alright, fine. Yeah, I would say do it with some friends. We actually had a really good time, when we did it. Would I have, like, thought to book it for myself if it wasn't a gift? Probably not. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Never heard of it.
But I know Punch Drunk, like, they're a theater group that has done I've been to several of their immersive experiences, and this was very different. But anyways,
Interesting.
that was my, interesting video game experience I wanted to talk about.
Is
Uh,
that one of your predictions? Is it gonna be like a big, massive thing and people are gonna go to all the time in 2026? Is that what you're saying?
sure. I mean, it was pretty busy. There seemed to be a lot of people loving it. Yes, great. Punch Drunk, I hope you sell all your tickets out and Lander 23
Can
wins
you
all the
drink while you're
awards. So,
playing this game?
well, you can drink before, you can't drink
There's no,
during, but
like,
you can
drinks
drink
served?
afterwards. No, because
Okay.
you don't really have enough time. Like, you're
Hmm.
busy trying to, like, guide people through and guide your teammates through, and you're running when you're in the field, you're, like, running around and ducking under things and hiding behind stuff. Like, it ain't time for a drink. You can do that
Ooh.
afterwards, Mike.
Okay.
All right. Well, enough of that. Let's switch over to our predictions that we think are going to happen in the video game world in 2026. Before we start saying these, Mike, how do you feel? What do you think? Just your general sense. What do you think? Is 2026 going to be a stellar year for you
I think
for
2026
games?
is going to be a stellar year for games
Mm-hmm.
and gaming in general. However, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's going to be a very spenny year, a very expensive year for games. I don't think anything is going to be affordable. I So I don't know how well any of these games will perform or any of these things coming out
Mm-hmm.
because I just know that resources will be stretched thin, and you have to
Yeah.
be very choosy in what you're going to have to play because ain't nobody got money for that. So
Yeah, definitely. And I know we shared our predictions before we got into this, and I think something about money is definitely a theme that reoccurs. I would say I'm really excited about 2026. I think, at this stage we don't know a lot beyond like May that's coming out. And there's always surprises like the Claire Obscures that come out and everybody goes, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We hadn't really expected it to be that way."
hmm
So I just love the anticipation at the
hmm
start of a new
I
year when we
love a
think like
shadow
it's
drop. Like I love a game
yeah.
that you didn't realize you that just comes out and then it becomes like a whole movement and it changes you in a way like, oh my god, this game is amazing. I'm so happy I
Mhm.
found it. It's like I love that feeling. So
Yeah.
I hope that does happen.
Yeah. And for an upcoming episode, the next one or the one after that, maybe we're gonna look at all the games coming out in 2026 and talk about what we're most excited about and
Mm,
looking forward to and kind of anticipation there. Okay, so let's just get into this, Mike, shall we?
let's
So
do it.
why don't you kick us off? What is your first prediction that you want to share for 2026?
Well, I'm going to share something that's a little obvious.
Okay,
I
go for
hope
it.
it's the 40th anniversary of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, there's got to be something coming, right? Something's in the
Yeah.
pipe. In the mail, checks in the mail. So Zelda's anniversary is February.
Yeah.
It's the 40th anniversary. My main thing is Twilight Princess is probably going to be coming to Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess or both. Maybe they're going to do
Mm-hmm.
like that they did with Mario, like the three games in one for the Switch 2.
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
yes, and I believe it'll be, like, exclusive, limited time, and I want it to be a
Ooh,
Switch 2 exclusive as well, like, so, yeah, get it
okay.
people will have to yeah.
So for the celebration of the 40th anniversary, we're gonna get a few remakes. Anyone's in particular? You said Ocarina of Time. Is that gonna be like
That's like
a
everybody
full
wants that
remake?
one so badly. No, like an HD remaster. I
Uh-huh.
just the controls are kind of boring on that for me. I don't know. Something about the controls with the old Zelda games annoy
Yeah.
me. But yes, I would like that.
Mhm.
Twilight Princess, I would love.
Mhm.
Yeah, something along those lines. I don't think we're gonna get
Cool.
a new Zelda game yet. Maybe 2027 we will. I just think
Yeah.
it's I just don't think it's time yet.
Okay, so I've got Zelda predictions as well, so I'm glad
What's
you
that?
started there. So I said that we'll get HD remakes, the HD remakes for the Switch 2 finally, and I mean the ones that were on the Wii U, the Wind Waker and the
Mm,
Twilight Princess. So that sort of tracks with what you're talking about.
yeah.
I'm sure they've got them ready. They're just waiting for the right time to release them.
I mean,
You,
the right
you
time's coming,
it,
right?
it's I mean it's coming, right? Yeah. I hate the fact that you're probably right about the fact that they're gonna release it as a timed exclusive like they
Mm.
did the 3D All-Stars. I think that's such a shitty way to release things, but, Nintendo gonna Nintendo, so,
Well, they want if they want the
yeah.
thing is I still haven't bought the Galaxy 1 and 2 because I'm annoyed that I already have Galaxy 1
Yeah.
with the little 3-pack, so I've been
Mhm.
waiting for it. But if they make it if they would've made it exclusive, I would've bought it right away. Like, if it's
Yeah.
one time I mean, that's how I buy things. If I know
Mhm.
it's a limited time and it's gonna be collection, then I'm gonna buy it.
For sure.
It's
Yeah,
what I
I mean,
do.
it's a great marketing tool. I mean, if they say it's only for a limited time, I'm definitely gonna buy it. I also think that building on your remake, thing, I actually think they're gonna release, one this year. I think it's gonna be a remake of Link to the Past, the
Okay.
Super Nintendo one, and I think they can churn out these, like, 2D Zeldas, like, in the
Like
gap
Echoes of
years.
Wisdom and all that?
Yeah, I don't want it to be that art style.
Mm.
I would rather it be, like, I would rather it be just a reimagining of something. I don't know what it would look like, but I just think that one's rife to come back in some way, shape, or form. I just don't think
Okay.
it's had its time, so I think we might get something there. I also think if it's not that one, it could be the Link, the one that was on 3DS, Link Between Worlds, the
Link
3DS
Between
Link Between
Worlds. I
Worlds
don't think I
ones where
played that
you
one.
would, yeah, you did, where you turned into a painting and you would go along the wall.
I haven't done that one.
You never played that one? Oh my gosh,
No.
Mike, it's so good. Yeah.
Fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, you gotta put it on the list right away. That is absolutely necessary. So that's a really cool one. I think so one of those 2D ones could come back. And
Yeah,
then
I just think I mean, I think they're just gonna give us Zelda stuff. I mean, people love Zelda so much, and it's 40th, like,
yeah.
it's a big I mean, that's isn't that the best one?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got the movie coming. I don't know if it's
Wait,
this
hold on.
year, it's or next year.
Mario's was 40th, wasn't it?
We're still currently in Mario's 40th technically right now.
And they didn't really
Technically.
do much.
Mm-mm.
Never
So
mind.
I
Maybe
don't
one
think they're
remaster,
that's why I don't think it's going to be a
or
huge
maybe not even a
surprise thing.
remaster, maybe it'll just be like the game.
Yeah. My heart is on something like a Link to the Past remake. I think it's actually just gonna be those HD ones that have already been
Yeah.
remade and released for the Switch 2 with some upgrades. I've got a left field one here though for
Hmm,
Zelda that I think possibly could be something in it. Um, I think that they are gonna release the versions that were on the DS, so Spirit Tracks
mhm.
and, Phantom Hourglass, and make it use mouse controls in some way. So I
Ooh,
think they're going to try to figure out a way to kind of like bring those back with some graphics and then
yeah.
incorporate mouse controls.
Well, new
Something
prediction
bizarro.
for me is that I think there'll be definitely more mouse control use cases,
Hmm.
this year in video
Yeah,
games for the Switch 2.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I think they're going to try and push that. Just to note, a couple more anniversaries this year. We've got Metroid's the 35th. Sonic is the 35th as well. And I think for Metroid, we are not going to get anything. They're not going to
No,
say a word about it.
I think we'll get the Prime trilogy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could
Maybe
be a good one.
not, like,
Yeah.
remastered as they did with Metroid Prime regular, the one
Mhm.
alone. Maybe not completely remastered. I mean, it'd be nice, but definitely just
Yeah.
yeah, I think we'll get all 3. I think it's gonna be like
Okay.
because people want that one game that came out as a trilogy. People want that, and I think they'll give it to us.
That would be I mean, just get it out already. I mean, there's
Mhm.
been so many rumors from people with insider knowledge like Jeff Grubb, he's mentioned several times from Giant Bomb that for a long time they've got them completed. They just are finding the right time to release them. So he tends to be
If
pretty
not
accurate.
now, then when, is what
If
I
not now,
say.
then when? And then also our boy Sonic, it's his 35th. I think we're gonna get a new 3D Sonic adventure of something
That'd be
like
cool.
of that port. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Maybe Frontiers 2. Did you remember Sonic Frontiers? The
You know,
3D open world one?
I never was a big Sonic fan other than the very first ones where
Yeah.
he's, like, drowning in the water. He goes, drowning with the water, yeah. But, yeah, I just know I haven't played much after that.
Yeah.
So I might get back into it. I like the movies.
Yeah, the movies are great. They've really nailed it with the movies. I
Mhm.
think they're gonna be really good. So,
Sonic
uh,
looks creepy, but I like that.
yeah. In the I think I like it. I like him. The very original idea for Sonic with the graphics were horrible, and then everybody, like, fed back and they've made him a little bit nicer, but
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
like it. It's fine.
Yeah, well,
Jim
because 'cause
Carrey
they've got that.
rocks.
Jim Carrey kills it. He's That's probably some of his best work, you know? It's so good. It's so good. Uh, and I think that movie comes out the next one, the 4th one comes out this year, so
Oh, okay.
there'll be something. Yeah.
Opportunities.
Tunes, opportunities. Okay, what's your next, prediction, Mike?
Okay, if we're gonna do Nintendo still, I believe that the Switch One will be aggressively phased out this year.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
think there'll be more exclusive Switch 2 things. I honestly think the Switch One, it's time for them
Yeah.
to stop holding its hand
Mhm.
and all these people because I'm ready for just like to see what the Switch 2 can handle and like game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're gonna phase out the Switch One. Not maybe not completely, but I just from when I remember the Switch coming out originally and then the Wii U got phased out really quick.
Yes.
It was like less than a year.
Oh, it was it was bad, like, that well, but that's slightly different, though, because
Yeah, because it
that
wasn't
was,
it
like
wasn't doing
they
too
only
well.
sold, like, 13,000,000 of
You're
Wii Us, and they
right.
had to get rid of it. So it's a slightly bit of a trickier one. Because 'cause I'm with
Mm,
you, I'm ready to be full on Switch too, right? But if you've got 156,000,000 Switches out in the wild, like,
yeah.
how you and you've only got what? How do I don't know if we have the sales numbers for how many Switches are out there yet, but Switch 2s are out there, but, um, I think you're right, though. I think because they Nintendo does have a history of going like, "Oh, we're gonna continue to support this platform," right? Like, and then just because you have to say those things, and then they're real quick to be like, "Pull the cord, get her
Yeah.
out of here,
I mean,
done."
support for the platform will be there for
Yes.
many years, but the thing is,
Mhm.
it's like it's just a natural progression of things, right? Like they're
Mhm.
going to do it, and I
I
think
th
it's going to start this year.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we had that Nintendo Direct that they presented at the end of last not 2025, at the end of 2024. And I think that was pretty clear. That was the last hurrah with like the big games
Hmm.
like Tomodachi Life coming out and all that stuff. So yeah, I think they'll start to go, this is it now for Switch. And it will be less Nintendo games and more like maybe some like indie games and stuff like that. But I think it's 8 years old almost. Like
Yeah,
that's yeah. Uh,
the
I
time has
I
come.
have that a couple of Nintendo predictions as well. I think we're gonna. This is a safe bet. I think we're gonna get the announcement and a bit of showing for the new 3D Mario game.
Oh yeah,
Definitely
that's my
one.
next one too for the
Yeah,
Nintendo World.
yeah.
The Mario movie's coming out. There's going to be a brand new Mario coming out. I mean, it's time for that one for sure.
Hmm.
Like everything,
I don't know if this one's as certain as we think it is because the team that works on Mario is like did all the work on Donkey
Donkey
Kong
Kong.
Bonanza. So like, depending on how much they had that wrapped up and stuff, I don't know how much they'd have ready to show yet. So I don't know if we're gonna get the game this year. I think it'll be announced
Hmm.
because I think they want to drive momentum and hype for Switch 2. But it won't be ready this year. So
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
see
I
that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
there will be an announcement of Mario of
totally.
some sorts. Unless
100%.
they've really done well in keeping it really, like what am I trying to say? Keeping it quiet
Under wraps,
because
keeping it quiet.
because people be leaking stuff all the time.
Mhm. And Nintendo ninjas, they will take out leakers, like, so, look, it's not Nintendo always is full of surprises. Um,
They're gonna come after us because we
yeah.
predicted everything perfectly on this podcast already.
We ain't got no insider knowledge in Nintendo, so you can suck it. I think just a 2 more obvious ones. We're gonna get a Nintendo Direct. How about that one,
Oh,
Mike? Let's
yeah.
put one in the
Duh.
bucket of correctness. But just for fun, when do you think the first Nintendo Direct is gonna be?
Next month.
Next month? You think February?
February.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, maybe. I don't know. Something around
Ooh.
those. Yeah.
Nintendo sending you a little love with a
Send
Nintendo
a little
Direct?
love
Okay.
with 3 hearts, like Link.
Cute.
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm.
I have no idea. I hadn't even really thought about this. I'm gonna go crazy. Let's do one at the end of this month. January's a long month.
That was my second guess.
I think it's gonna be the last week of January.
I'm
Let's see what
happy whenever
happens.
it comes out.
Yeah. And my last Nintendo prediction is I I think the Super Mario Galaxy movie is I think it's gonna be better than the first one, and I think it's gonna make even more money than the first one.
Yeah,
I
they've
think
learned so much from their
Uh-huh.
mistakes on the first one. I mean, though the first one did amazing, uh, it
Mhm.
just wasn't well, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't I mean, it could have been better, and
Yeah.
they just I with these kind of sequels, it's not like the sequel's always worse or something, like, these ones, like, I think they get better with these kind of, like I feel like the momentum and you have a whole world that's been unexplored in this kind
Totally.
of media, so
Yeah.
it's amazing. You can do whatever you want.
It'll be great. And yeah, they gained our trust with the first one. It was fine. It wasn't, amazing, but like I think it's going to be and I think it will probably still be in that place of like it'll be fine and I'll go
Yeah.
enjoy watching it, but it's, I think it's just going to kill it at the box office.
Kill it.
Anything else on Nintendo?
No, that's all my Nintendo
Okay.
predictions.
Where do you want to go next? What's your next one?
Well, I want to talk about this Steam machine,
Mhm.
and we have different predictions on this.
Okay. Go for
I
it.
think it's going to be really expensive. I think it's going to cost like $800, and I think it's a great idea. However, I do think it's going to flop. I don't think it's good. It, it all
Mm.
depends on the price. Now, if it's affordable entry, like 500, which it probably won't be, 600 maybe would be good. Then yeah, I think it might do well. But if they're asking $800 for a mini PC when you can probably get one a little, I mean, I just bought a mini PC for like 400. So,
Mhm.
I mean, like depending on what it can do, I just feel like the price people are being spread too thin with their money,
Yeah.
and I think it won't do as well as people think it will be. Now, also,
Mhm.
I think the Steam Deck, though, with that, and if it gets new, isn't there a new update coming or a new one or whatever?
No,
No,
that's not
nothing.
been announced yet.
Or
No.
maybe not Steam Deck. I'm thinking just whatever, something that's portable. I think will do better than that because
Okay.
people want. I think this is the year for portability, so
Okay.
people want portable devices, and I think with them doing the Steam machine, it's a great idea. I just don't think it's going to do that well.
So I'm close to you with the price. I think the base one is going to cost $899. The one with the least amount of memory and hard drive
Mhm.
and all that stuff. How much the upper like one is going to be? I would be even say 1199 probably, um, close to 1200. And I look we've said this on the episode when we talk about gaming being too expensive. We talked about when they announced the Switch 2 price, how we were like, oh my gosh, it's too expensive. It's going to really hurt them. None of these prices has hurt people from buying these games. I just don't get it. Like we say, we know it's tough out there. We know gaming is an expensive habit, but for some reason, they continue just to like kill it. Like the PlayStation's prices have gone up and they're still selling really well. So only for that do I go because it doesn't compute in my mind why everything's so expensive yet it's still selling like hotcakes. It's going to be expensive, and I think it's going to do pretty well, right? The Steam machine is never going to be a Switch 2 or a PlayStation 5 because it's a little bit more niche, but I think it's going to meet their expectations, and I reckon it will probably sell anywhere between 5 and 7 million, within the first few years.
We'll see. I don't know. I think the only thing it has going for it is that Steam games, like
Yes,
games on Steam, are very cheap. can
Exactly.
be very cheap, can be
Yeah.
free, like really cheap. And that's the only thing that's going for it. But I just can't see somebody forking out $800 for
Yeah.
a box that that sits on you, that connects to your TV. Like, and don't I
Yeah.
just, I mean, it's not a PlayStation. It's not a PlayStation, so it's literally just a computer.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna come to portability and Sony and some other predictions, but keeping in the price bit at the moment, I think we're gonna get. So Nintendo said that they were gonna keep the price where it was through this fiscal year, which ends in March. I think very quickly after March, they're gonna raise the price of the Switch 2. Or I think they're gonna raise it, and I think they're gonna raise it to $499. I think it's
Ooh,
without a game. Um, what is that? It what is it? Have I just made that hold on, how much is it right now, actually? Um,
I don't even know.
yeah, but I
I just
think
gave him
what
my money
yeah, I
because it's
want be
portable. Portability it has more of you can put value in portability.
yeah. Yeah, it's
It was
449 right
449,
now, so
right?
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna go up by $50 in the US at least, and then over here, I think it'll go up to, like, 439 or 449, in the
Mm,
UK, 'cause right now it's 409 over here.
mm.
Um, I just yeah, because Nintendo's gonna be we know hardware and RAM and all that stuff is, like, having an impact on the costs of electronics, and I don't think Nintendo's immune to it, and they're
Mhm.
gonna have to figure out a way to do that. So, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I got
What's
one
your
more
n
under
Oh, yeah, go
prices.
ahead.
Yeah, so one more under price. I think GTA 6, I think it will come out this year, so I'm gonna predict that it does come
I
out
I
this year and
also
there's
I
no
also
more.
predicted that as well.
Yeah,
That
cool.
was one of my
And I think
predictions.
it's gonna cost $100. I think they're gonna go for it.
Ooh, ooh, honey child. I think yes, I think it's gonna cost I think they'll price it at, like, 89.99
Mhm.
or okay, fine, 99.99. What's $10? Let's just go for 100, you
Don't you
know?
prices right me? That is ridiculous. I go in at 99.99.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, like, what's $10 at this point, you know?
Yeah.
GTA has such a following. It's just
Mhm.
people are obsessed. I'm obsessed thinking about it. It
Yeah.
just brings back so many good memories. I yeah, it's gonna I want it to come out this year, and if it
Mhm.
does come out this year, yeah, it's gonna be Spenny
I th
McSpennerson.
yeah. I just don't see how a game that costs that much to develop. I mean, it's cost billions to develop. And knowing that it's going to be the highest selling game of 2026 because it will come out this year, like they are sitting on a gold mine. And, like
People are waiting,
oh,
waiting.
yeah, it's like highway robbery. They can get you. Like they know you want it and they're going to get it and they're going to get your
Mhm.
money. I
I
think, yeah,
agree.
I think it's $100. Okay. Where are we going to go next?
Well, after the Steam Machine, yeah, I don't know what else I had. I had a couple things. Hold on. I had say GTA
Mm-hmm.
and oh, that's what it was. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so I predict, and this is a wish, but it's also a prediction.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon. I think yes, that
Mm-hmm.
people still love this crap Pokemon Legends Z through A that they made. Whatever. I don't know why people like that. But
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. I think we're going to get a little remake, like an HD remake, or like a Switch, like what they did with Pikachu Go or whatever it's called, and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and
Pokemon.
Eevee,
Yeah. Yeah.
like that
Yep.
style, but maybe even a little bit better
Mhm.
of like Emerald or Ruby or
Mhm.
Fire Red or just one of the
Yep.
classic. Because there's so much people are still obsessed with the old Pokemon. I would say
Oh, yeah.
almost evenly or even more so than what the new ones are coming out
Mhm.
because I love playing classic Pokemon, but imagine, like, those 2DS ones that when they had the dual screen, they just kind of redo it to where it works with the Switch,
Mhm.
and you can just play your Pokemon again on your Switch,
Mhm.
but it's remastered, graphics look amazing, the battle scenes look better. I don't know, I just want one game. You can give me Emerald,
Mhm.
they can give me one, just one. That would be
Yeah.
amazing for me.
Well, it is Pokemon's 30th anniversary this year, so I
Or
think the
give me more
Pokemon Company are gonna
give
go
me them
all
all.
out.
Give me some
Yeah.
Kanto, please.
I think you are probably right. I don't have any Pokemon predictions on mine. It didn't really go there in my mind. But hearing you say that, I think uh, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually start to see them show up on the NSO. Like, wouldn't that be great just to get like the originals playable
It would
on
be
Game Boy for the
nice.
Switch? To but I do think they're going to go and do remakes, like official remakes for those in some way, shape, or
It would
form.
be even
Because
cooler if they did make some on the NSO and allowed you to attach it to your Nintendo, ID and
hmm
then transfer your Pokemon to the next one, and the next one,
yes,
and the next one, and
yes,
then bring it all the way to now if you wanted to.
yeah, I think that would be incredible, right? So you can actually
People
import
would go
all of your
crazy
Pokemon.
for
Oh,
it.
totally, right. Then you could have them all there on your Switch, and then you can battle and blah blah blah. Oh,
Mhm.
that would be incredible. I might actually get into it then,
Ugh,
if it was
just
all
bring
right
it
there, because then
back.
it's like, yeah, that would be really cool.
That's my
Um,
prediction. It's happening.
okay, cool.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
So I have I'm going to switch over to Sony.
Mhm.
So I think for Sony this year, I think we are going to get the announcement of the PS6, right? I think they're going to announce that it's happening, and when it's going to come out. Um, Even though I don't think we're at the place where we need it, I am not interested in PS6. My PS5 has sat there and hasn't even fully been realized, I don't think. But I'm loving being on the PS5 and I have a good time with it. I just don't think we're at a place where we need the PS6, but I think it's going to get announced. But I don't, I wonder though if it's not going to be like, but in between, I think they're going to release the PS Portable that plays
Mhm.
PlayStation 5 games, right? And it will be a kind of precursor that works with the PS6, so that I don't know. I don't know how this would work. It's out of my like ability to understand like electronics and computing and all that kind of stuff. But I think, as you say, it's the year of the portable, and I think Sony sees
100%.
all of these like Steam Decks eating their lunch. People are clamoring for a PlayStation Portable again.
Seeing
I
how well the
love
Switch is doing.
the Switch, and I love my PlayStation Portal. I know
Mhm.
it's not fully like portable, but like it's just the
Yeah.
taste of it. So I think they're going to
It's
come
the
out with
joy of
something.
being on your couch like this.
Yes,
It's
totally.
just yeah, you can kick
Yeah.
back, you don't take up a whole TV.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm just like, I don't know. It's so yeah, same thing. Year of the portable. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get a Steam Deck successor. There's
Mhm.
gonna be some Switch 2 hybrids, maybe. The Asus Rogue Ally,
Yep.
style devices.
Yeah.
That was ridiculously priced, I think. And then, but like we're gonna get stuff like that, and it's gonna be great. People are gonna be
Mhm.
portability is key.
Definitely. And I think that, because they're just getting more powerful and more powerful.
Hmm.
But I think what and the technology is getting better, but we talked about prices are going up on everything. I think there is a case to be built for how can we how can we take what we've learned with the technology of portables and really get the most juice out of them and keeping them at an affordable price so that people can really start to get into those systems. And I'd be curious to see how companies try to manage that. Okay, so moving on to the next one, Xbox. I guess who cares
Yeah.
with this one?
With
I
them raising
mean,
the price of the Game Pass and everything.
yeah, they've raised the price of Game Pass. The sales of the Series X and S have completely tanked. I mean, it's been like the worst since ever for them
Ever.
in terms of the sales history of any of their systems. Um, so who knows what they're going to do? I mean, if I had to give some predictions, I would say that they're just going to completely lean into being a third party studio now, and they're going to
Yeah.
release games day and date. They're not going to like wait a month or whatever. Just get them out on the PlayStation 6, get them out on the Switch 2, get them out, on PC right away. Um, they say they have a new system in the works, but I just look, I don't really know why they would do that unless they've got some whole new vision or whatever for a system that we just can't even think about. But it just feels
Mm,
it's a weird thing. It's just sad. It's sad, but I mean,
it
they're doing
is.
fine. They're making good games and they're selling lots of good games. They had a great year in 2025 for games. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. But I have no idea how to predict that one.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
there'll be a new console for them ever. I mean, what's the
yeah, I
point?
wouldn't. I wouldn't. uh, I think they were testing the waters with the ROG Ally X to see what that might do for like an Xbox branded handheld. So they could see
I
maybe it
mean,
did
maybe
well, and
that's
they
what they'll
could,
do.
yeah, they could possibly lean into like just going portable, like following Nintendo's path. Or just continue to license out the brand like they did to, other companies to make it, and they'll provide the software and all that stuff rather than being a
Mhm.
hardware, company. But I hope the studios continue to do well. I mean, Fable's still in the works, that we hear,
Mhm.
that hasn't been canceled yet. I'd love that game to be released this year. That'd be such a good one. But yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I think it will come out this year. That's my
Hmm.
prediction.
Fable, yeah,
Mhm.
it looks good. I can't wait for that one. Okay, I'm gonna go rapid fire some crazy stuff, just to round out some stupid ones. Um, I think I have a weird feeling that we're gonna get some sort of left field Star Fox announcement from Nintendo this
Ooh.
year. That
Yeah,
it's been
we
a bit
haven't had something from
quiet.
them in ages.
I know. The last one was, not even like a Nintendo made game. It was like with a partnership with Ubisoft when they did those Toys
Oh.
to Life, and they had a Star Fox kind of, it wasn't an amiibo, it was kind of like an amiibo, but for Ubisoft games. And you could have a mission. Apparently it was really good. I never played it. But the last like outing from like done by Nintendo was on the Wii U, and it just was not well received because you had to like
Mm.
aim with the gamepad, but
Oh,
then also
yeah. I
control the
remember
way
you
you
yeah.
flew. It was a really bizarre
I
way of
remember
playing.
hearing about this, yeah.
Yeah. So
Does not sound enjoyable.
no,
But
I
now
just
with
think,
mouse
yeah, it's time.
controls.
There you go. There you go. There's something to do
Yeah.
there. Okay, so Virtual Boy's being released this year. Who would have ever predicted that from last year? Nobody had
Yeah.
that on their predictions, I bet. But I'm gonna go a bit crazy here. I think that we're gonna get some sort of new Virtual Boy game released on the NSO with that launch. Like, I
Oh,
feel like, do you remember when they released
they
the
should
Super
do that.
Nintendo Mini? Eh, yeah. Do you remember when the Super Nintendo Mini was released and they put Star Fox 2 on there?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because that was a game that was canceled and it never came out, and they surprise released it on this, like,
Oh,
console
that's
on the Switch
cool.
2 Mini, which you can play on Super Nintendo on Switch Online now.
Mhm.
They put it there. So I think they're gonna, like, surprise us with some game that was never released for the Virtual Boy and say, "It's out. This is now you can play it." I would love that. And then two more left field ones. I think we're gonna get possibly like DS and 3DS games announced for Nintendo Switch Online.
Yes,
And
please.
Nintendo's gonna Nintendo and release some weird dual screen attachment for those who want to
Ooh.
have like the authentic
But
experience where
why
you
can't they
like,
just say, "Just turn your Switch to the side," or something?
they can. I think they can definitely do that, and I think they will because not
But then how
everybody's
are
gonna
you
want
gonna
to
play
spend the
with the
money for the
buttons, though?
attachment.
The
Well,
attachment.
yeah. I think that they'll find a way to make it work without having to need an attachment, right? They'll have to
Mhm.
do that because not everybody is gonna wanna buy that, but they're gonna go crazy
Yeah.
and come up with some sort of attachment to hook
Ooh,
up to the
yeah, they're gonna
Switch.
do it. They're gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe you can use your phone. I don't know.
Oh, please don't do that. Like you did with the voice chat in
Oh,
Splatoon.
that was
Remember when
awful.
they did that?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so those are all the predictions that I've got now in my tiny little brain for 2026.
Yeah, I
Um,
think I don't know, I just there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to, but no more, like, crazy predictions. I don't have any, like, I mean, other than maybe Metroid Prime Trilogy,
yeah.
a lot of mine are just wish lists.
Well, that's kind of the same, like we said, right? Wish predictions, speak
Yeah.
speak them into existence. We say, right? Say it, and it will be true.
Give it to me.
Uh
I want my Pokemon, I
Absolutely.
want my Zelda, and I want my Metroid.
Um, what we will do, Mike, is we've got our notes here, and we're gonna save them. And next year, at this same time, when we do our predictions, we are gonna look back at these and see what we got absolutely right. Yours are gonna be 100% right because
100%.
you've got
I
the
never
magic.
get anything wrong.
Nothing wrong. I'm
And when I
probably gonna
do, I
be
just
all over
kinda
the mark.
rephrase it and make it, like, correct. I'm like, "Yeah, I said that, remember?"
Yeah, I said it just like this. Bring receipts.
Exactly.
Um, so that'll be fun. Well, yeah. So listeners, I hope you enjoyed us talking about our predictions for video games in 2026. Do you have any predictions that you want to share with us. If so, you can email them to us at gamers@outofsyncgaming.co.uk. Again, that's gamers@outofsyncgaming.co.uk, popping up on the screen there for you now. Yeah, send us in your predictions for 2026, and we'll read them on an upcoming episode. Anything you like, anything bizarro, really out there, safe bets, whatever you fancy. We will read those on a show. If you have a question about anything video game related, pop that in there too, and we'll read it and answer it and talk about it on a future episode. Where can people find us on socials, Mike?
Well, we can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, um, Blue Sky, and Discord.
Hmm.
We are
Absolutely, yeah.
at Out of Sync Gaming. Just type that in and you can see our faces, and we'll post a few things there. Also, you have been, what's it called, recording some gaming, haven't you?
Mm,
And
definitely, yeah.
so hopefully we'll be able to post some shorts of you gaming, or just maybe some live streams of that as well. It would be really cool since you got
Mm,
a new, what's it called, graphics, not graphics thing, little thingy,
I did. Yeah, capture card. I got a
capture
capture card.
card.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. That's been a fun get. And I think I've realized when I'm getting the capture card, I should have bought like 9 external hard drives because
Oh my god.
man, that takes up some space. I didn't
Yeah.
plan for that. But yeah, we've got some exciting content coming up throughout 2026 that we've been talking about, and that will be some long plays of games. That will be some streaming of games that are coming out. So get forward and looking forward to all that. Get excited because we're excited about it. We're having a good time. We hope you are
Hmm.
too. Um,
Also,
yep.
if you can like and subscribe, we are growing every day, just a little bit. We are getting there. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers this year, which would be amazing.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think that's probably enough for everything for now. And I guess that leaves us the only thing to say until next time.
Play what you want to.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.